are you today, sir?
I'm mighty fine, young lady, thank you.
And your name is George McBride, is that right?
George McBride, yes ma'am.
And you're with what chapter?
Cross Timbers Chapter, Fort Worth, Texas.
Very good. And George, you can tell me a little bit about some program that you have going in your chapter right now?
Yes ma'am. January of last year, it was first started, the Fort Worth Zoo started it. It's a Texas Turtle Watch. The purpose of that is we are watching three main turtles: the red-eared sliders, the soft-shell turtles, and the river cooters. Fort Worth Zoo, Miss Brooke started that, Brooke Disney, but she moved. Now David Walker is in charge of it. But the reason for the Texas Turtle Watch is because two of these manly turtles are harvested. There is no limit to the harvest, and a lot of these turtles, once they harvest them, are sent overseas as their main course.
Wow.
So we had another meeting before, and we had the Dallas chapter come in on some of it, and the Denton chapter. So we're trying to branch it for all the Texas Master Naturalists to watch what we do. You'll have forms to fill out. You get a group and go try to take pictures of these turtles, and that form will ask you to identify which turtle it is that you can recognize. Then you locate on your GPS, which is the best thing to do: latitude, longitude, elevation. Then they can pinpoint it. Then, when the forms are filled out, we send them to Mr. David Walker at the Fort Worth Zoo. He gets all that information and sends it to the certain people in the state. And as time goes by, if a lot of these turtles start disappearing, then maybe the government, we can regulate and stop a lot of this, because it's taken away from the beauty of the nature of the turtles in the rivers, the streams, lakes, ponds, any place you look. And we need those turtles.
Yes.
They're here for a purpose.
And what purpose is that, though? I mean, a lot of people would view turtles as they're the nuisance in my pond. Why would you say that? We need turtles.
Well, a lot of turtles, especially those mud turtles and everything, they get down to the bottom. They eat some of those groundy stuff, and they eat the vegetation that's just growing wild and keeps coming, and they help keep the bottom of the ocean kind of cultivated, you might say.
Very good, yeah.
So if it wasn't for that, the lake would start expanding with cultivation and weeds, and
very good.
so every animal in nature has a purpose.
Right.
So we're trying to watch these and make sure that we have enough of them for our future generations can still watch and observe, because when you see them, they're fun to watch. You can see them swim around, stick up their heads, and they look at you. Mm-hmm. Or certain times in the summer, spring, or this and that, they get out of the water, climb up on logs, and they actually bask in the sun.
Yes.
That's when you can really observe them. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know the female turtle, the red-eared slider especially, at the end of the May or first of the June, they get out of the water, and then they start crossing the road. A lot of people make mistakes. Well, this turtle's away from the water. They try to pick the turtle up and turn it back to the water. That is a no-no. The turtle is leaving the water. If he's on the road, you see him, don't hit him. Stop, pick him up, take him on the other side, because that female is going to land to lay her eggs. Then, once she gets the eggs buried, she'll come back to the water, and sometime later, nature takes it. The little turtles come out, and they go to the water. So, it's amazing just to watch. And a lot of people don't know, in studying turtles, the female red-eared slider, thank goodness it doesn't happen to human women, but the males, they're so slow sometimes. There's more females than they are males. So nature has given the ability for the female turtle to lay so many eggs each year for a total of 7 years before she makes again.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't know that.
That is awesome.
So I think we have a good group, and we're trying to spread it all over Texas, the Texas Turtle Watch.
Very good.
If you'd be listening, you can probably get more information and I can be contacted anytime to talk to you about it.
Very good. And you have a website?
Yes, CTMN. That's for Cross Timbers Natural Internationalist.org. And you can click under Officers, and you can see my name, George McBride, as president. You can click on me, then it will go directly to me.
Very good. Well, thank you, George, for taking your time.
Thank you, young lady.
All right. Bye-bye.